Hello everyone, welcome to part 3 of SET-1 wherein we would be discussing 10 more questions from your TCS placement paper. These are all sample sure questions as you have been following, I guess. This series would start from question number 21 and it would go up to question number 30. So without wasting any further time, let's begin with our question number 1 for part 3. Question based on number series. Let me quickly write down the numbers. 11, then you have 23, next is 47, next is 83, then we have 131 and we need to find the next number. Always try to look at the difference between two terms. So if you look at these difference, this is 12. Okay, what about the next difference? It is 24. What about the next difference? If you subtract 83 and 47, you will see it is 36. Do we have a pattern here? Okay, I feel we have a pattern, that is 12. 12 into 2, 12 into 3, 12 into 4, which is 48. And 48 is also the difference between 83 and 131. Naturally, the next difference would be 60, going by the difference of 12. Now, once we have 60 here, if you look at the next term, that would be 131 plus 60, which is 191. Option D seems to be the correct fit. What is the graph of this type of question? It is increasing order graph. That is, the values are increasing. So if they are increasing, either they are added or they are multiplied. These are different ways of looking at a number series question. Please type number series and you can find it in our logical reasoning playlist for all competitive exam. Have a basic understanding of all the different types of questions that are being asked. If I look at this particular question, it's on the easier end. But if you want to practice a bit moderate as well as difficult level questions, you can always view that particular video. Okay, I hope this helps. Take care. A series of book was published at 7-year intervals. That is, every 7th year we are publishing a book. When the 7th book was published, the total sum of publication year was 13,524. First book was published in what? So we can look at this question by following the concept of AP, that is arithmetic progression. So the first term of an AP, let's say the first year is n. The second term would be n plus 7. The third term would be n plus 14. So if I look at the first term, second, third, fourth, fifth, and we need to go up to the 7th value. So I'll just quickly write this down. 6th and 7th. Okay, so this would be 10, n plus 21, n plus 28, n plus 35, and the last one is n plus 42. 7th term reflects to n plus 42, first term reflects to n, where n is the missing value. We are looking out for the value of n. Now, it says if you add all of this, you get the value as 13,524. Since these terms are in AP, we can always use the formula for adding all of them. That is the summation formula. Sum of n terms in an AP. And how do we use it? It is given by n by 2 upon 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Now, please be very careful. Here n refers to, in this formula, n refers to the number of terms. Since we are looking at sum of n terms. A is the first term. And d is the common difference, CD. Okay, so these values are number of terms. We are looking out for 7 terms. First term is n, common difference is 7. Putting these values, what do we have? Number of terms 7, so this is 7 by 2. Next up, 2 into n plus n minus 1, 7 minus 1 into 7. Upon simplification, this is 2 and 2 cancelled, so this is 7n plus This is 6 into 7. 7 into 6 into 7 by 2. So this is 3. How much do we have? And this value, according to the question, is given as 13524. This is 13524. Let me write it down here real quick. Alright, what do we have? 7 and plus 7 sevens are 49. 49 into 3 is 147. So 7n is equal to 13524 minus 147. So this is 7. This is 5. So this is again 7. Then 1 comes here. So this is 3. 13377. This is 7n, or n is equal to 13377 upon 7. Let me just simplify this. 1 time, then we have 63, which is 9 times, then we have 0, that is not 0, 1 and 1. 1911, we have option A as our correct fit. So n value is 1911. Second year would be plus 7, so 1918. And similarly it proceeds. If we add all the years, the sum would be 13,524. Now since I've explained this question, therefore you may feel like I'm getting a bit of time, but if you know the basics of these things, that is how to use an arithmetic progression, you can easily tackle these questions within no time. No need to write the formula, no need to write down these values. You can always start from here, no need to even write down this value. You can always do these things mentally, writing 1 or 2 odd values. I hope this helps. Take care. Bye-bye. Let's read. What do we have? Crusoe hatched from a mysterious egg discovered by Angus and was growing at a fast pace that Angus had to move it from home to the lake. Given the weights of Crusoe in its first few weeks of birth as, what are the weights? 5, then you have 10, then 15, then you have 30, then you have 135, 405, 1215, 3645. We need to find the odd weight out. So this question typically boils down to the odd one out in the number series question. So it is basically a number series question. Here the value is 15. Now, can we find a logic between these terms? Obviously, these are increasing. And since these are increasing largely, so these are always multiplied. The terms are multiplied. How can you go from 5 to 15? Multiplied with 3. Now, next term must also be multiplied with 3. So, if you multiplied this with 3, we would have got 45. Now, let's see, 45 into 3 is how much? Is 135. 135 into 3 is 405, into 3 is 1215, into 3 is 3645. So what is the wrong term here? The wrong term seems to be 30. It must have been 45. Then we can have a complete uniformity in the number series. So picking up the odd one out, that is 30. Option C seems to be the correct fit here. A question from time and work. A can complete a piece of work in 8 hours. So I'll use the common multiple rule. B can do it in 10 hours. And C can do it in 12 hours. Alright. Now we have a scenario that says if A, B, C started working together, but A left the work after 2 hours. All three started working, A left. Find the time taken by B and C to complete the remaining work. Not the whole work, just the remaining work. So we use the common multiple rule here. Tell me a common multiple for 8, 10 and 12. I think it's 120. As soon as you write 120 for you, for this particular question, the total work seems to be 120 units. The most important segment. Now, what are the different efficiencies here? 120 by 8. So this is 15 units per hour. Next, 120 by 10, 12 units per hour. 120 by 12, 10 units per hour. These are the respective efficiencies of the given persons. All right. Now, let's proceed by the question, information in the question. A, B and C all worked for 2 hours. Then 8 decided to leave. So into 2 hours. So in 1 hour they can finish 15 plus 12, that is 27 plus 10, 37. 37 into 2 is equal to 74. So what is the remaining work now? Total work minus 74, which is 120 minus 74. We have 46 units remaining, right? These 46 units must be finished by B and C. So time taken by B plus C is remaining work, which is 46 units, upon B plus C, which is 12 plus 10. 46 upon 22 can be boiled down to 23 upon 11. So 11 how many times? 11 2 times 22, 1 upon 11 hours. So 2 1 by 11 hours, option A seems to be the correct fit here. And that is how we can mark these type of question, always using the common multiple rule. A tree of height 36 meters. So let me just draw 36, let's say, and then we have straighten this up. So this length is 36 meter. All right. Now, is on one edge of a road, broke at a certain height. It fell in such a way that the top touches the other edge of the road, which is 12 meters. So this is what is being said about the road. This length is 12 meters. All right. And let's say this height was h, where it broken down. Now, what would be this height? This is 36 meters minus h. We need to find what is the height at which the tree broke. That is h is what we are looking out for. Use Pythagoras theorem quickly. Tell me the hypotenuse, that is 36 minus h whole square. This is equal to h square plus 12 square. Now this can be broken down as 36 square minus h plus h square minus 2 into 36 into h. This is h square plus 144. This h square and h square is cancelled. 36 square. How much is 36 less than 50? 14. 14 square is 196. So write 96 carried 1. Then you have, how much is 36 greater than 25? 11. 11 plus 1 is 12. So 1296 is the square of 36 minus 36 into 2 is 72h, and this is 144. So can we write 72h is equal to 1296 minus 144? So 1296 minus 144. So h is equal to 1152 upon 72. Let me just simplify this real quick. So if I try to do this with, let's say 6, so this is 1 time and 2 times. With 6 it is 1 time, then 55, so it is 54, 9 times, then we have 2. 12 how many times? 12 1 time, then 72 is 6 times. So 16 meters is the height of the tree at which it was broken down. And that is how you can solve these type of questions, simply by having a command of the square root and the simplification part. That's it, nothing more. I feel this question was clear to you all. If you have any doubt, please mention it in the comment. An interesting question from analytical reasoning. Now let's see, what do we have here? The sticks of same length are used to form a triangle as shown below. If 87 such sticks are used, how many triangles can be formed? So let me just count the triangles here. How many triangles do you see? 1, 2, 3 and 4 triangles. Let's say how many sticks do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have number of triangles as 4, number of sticks as 9. So 9 sticks will give you 4 triangles. We have 87 such sticks with us. So what could be the number of triangles with this? That is what we're looking out for. Okay, can we have a relation, or let's try to look at, I'll give you two methods to this. One is the logical method, and with that I'll also talk about the shortcut method or formula method to solve these type of questions. Okay, logically if you look at it, one triangle needs a minimum of 3. So you need 3 sticks, right? 3 sticks, you'll get one triangle. Now use one of the sides and just form other two by using 2 more sticks. So I'm using 2 more sticks and I have got 2 triangles now. I'll use 2 more sticks. I can use it anywhere. Let's say I use 2 more sticks and I'm getting another triangle. So every another triangle can be found using just 2 more. So we can write 87 minus 3 for the first one. So we have left with 84. So how many triangles up to now? Filal 1. Now with 84 I need how many? Every 2 sticks. So divide this by 2. 84 divided by 2. What do we have here? 42. So we can have 42 triangles plus 1, that is 43 triangles in total using 87 sticks. That is the most logical way of looking at it. Let's look at method number 2 to calculate this. So method number 2 is 2t plus 1 is equal to the number of sticks. Okay, so what do we have here? 2t plus 1 is equal to s is 87. Now next step would be 2t is 87 minus 1, 86. T is equal to 86 by 2, which is 43, and T here represents triangles, S represents the number of sticks. So you can use any of the two methods, you can always get to your correct answer. Option D seems to be the correct fit here. I hope this helps. 17 into 18 rectangular ground is surrounded by 1.5 meter width part. Okay, so let's say this is 17 meters. Let's say this is 8 meters. We have a rectangular path like this. Alright, this is 17, 17, this is 8, and this is 8. Now, 1.5 meters, 1.5 meters, 1.5 meters, 1.5 meters. So it would be something like this, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5, and 1.5. Okay, so if you look closely, this is the area that we are looking out for, right? This is the area that we are concerned about. So if you look closely, can we divide it into this rectangle whose length is 17 and width is 1.5? Again, we have this similar identical rectangle here, 17 into 1.5. So if we talk about these two, it would be 17 into 1.5 into 2. So we are done with these two. Now we would focus on this one. So what is the length here? 8 plus 1.5 plus 1.5. That is 8 plus 3, which is simply 11. 11 into 1.5 2 times. So plus 11 into 1.5 into 2, because we have two such triangles. Okay. What do we have here? Let's simplify this quickly. So it is 1.5 into 2. 1.5 into 2 is 3. So we'll take 3 common. This is 17 plus 11, which is nothing but 3 into 28. 28 into 3 is 84. Now, what else? Depth is 12 centimeters. So into 12 centimeters into 12 centimeters or into 12 centimeters or into 12 by 100 meters. So 84 into 12. 84 into 12 is 1008 upon 100, which is 10.08, and that is the required answer. Option B seems to be the correct fit here. Okay, an interesting question on partnership, but we can always have an easier approach to tackle this question. Okay, what is the total sum? The total sum is 3000. It is distributed amongst three persons A, B, and C in some certain proportion. What is that? If you look at the last line, it says C gets, and here we need to find the value of C. Therefore, we are starting with this part and we are completely ignoring this part. C gets 1/3 of what A and B got together. So if we talk about the share of C, it would be 1/3 of A plus B. From here, can I say C upon A plus B is typically 1 upon 3, 1 part and 3 parts. Now we have a ratio that is comparing C, A and B. So exact value of C would be 1x, and exact share of A and B, that would be 3x, and in total this is reflecting to A plus B plus C's share, which is 3x plus 1x, which is nothing but 4x, and A plus B plus C's share is actually the sum. And what is our sum? It is 3000. So can we say 4x is equivalent to 3000? Therefore, x is equal to 3000 upon 4, which is 750. Now what we need to find? We need to find the share of C. C's share is 1x or rupees 750. Option A is the correct fit. If we were to find the share of A and B both, we could multiply this with 3. If we are supposed to find the share of A, then we could have used a different approach to tackle. But since we only required the share of C, we can always use these shortcuts to get to our answer. I hope this helps. Understand the question first. The numbers 272738, when divided by n, a 2-digit number, leaves a remainder of 13. So here the remainder is 13. Next, when this number n is divided by 23234 divided by n, in this case the remainder seems to be 17. Now we need to find the value of n, and once we have the value of n, we need to take the sum of the two digits, the 100 digit and the 10 digit of this number, and then we need to answer it accordingly. Okay, so if you subtract 13 from this number and 17 from this number, then these numbers would be in the form of multiple of n. So let me do that. What do we have? Subtract 13 from this, so this becomes, I'm doing it here, so this is 5, this is 2, and this is 2727. Now if I subtract 17 from here, it would be 5, 2, and then 2323. Okay. Now, both of these numbers are of the form multiple of n. Yes or no? Now, in order to find the value of n, we can always take the HCF of these two numbers. That is our shortcut, 272725 and 232325. Whatever is their HCF, that is my required value of n. So HCF of these two values is equal to n, and upon solving and finding the HCF, you can always look at our video of HCF, how to calculate HCF. There are certain shortcuts to calculate. Here the HCF comes out to be 25. So n value is 25. Now what is asked in the question? Sum of the digits of n. So SOD, sum of digits of n is 2 plus 5, which is nothing but 7, and that is required answer. So I'll mark option A, answer 7. That is my correct fit. A question from functions operation. Assume that function of 1 is given as 0. Now also we have function of m plus n can be broken down in this particular manner. We are looking out for the value of f of 17. So f of 17 can be written as function of 1 plus function of 16, or we can also write it as function of 1 plus 16. Now we just need the value of function of 16 to get to the result. And how we can proceed? We can proceed to this by taking down the values from, let's say, function of 2. So this can be written as function of 1 plus 1. And how do you break this down? In this manner. So if I do that, I'll be writing this as function of 1 plus function of 1 plus 4 into 9 into 1 into 1 minus 1. So ultimately we have function of 1 as 0. 0 plus 0 plus 4 into 8. So we have 32. Proceeding in this manner, we can calculate the value for f of 4. This is f of 2 plus 2. So we can write this as f of 2 plus f of 2 plus 4 into 9 into 2 into 2 minus 1. So f of 2, the resultant is 32 plus 32. Then we have 9 into 4, 36 minus 1, 35, 4 into 35, and the resultant comes down to 204. Proceeding in this manner, we can take out the value for f of 8, and after that we can take out the value of f of 60, and this comes down to 4260. Now we are looking out for the value of f of 17, or we can write this as f of 1 plus 16. This is f of 1 plus f of 16 plus 4 into 9 into 1 into 16 minus 1. And the resultant is 4832. Option D seems to be the correct fit here.